What's up, YouTube? I've updated my sheath for my Bowie blade. I think it looks quite nice. I've been really enjoying 2-layer kydex. I think it's much better than 1-layer kydex, especially for these kind of bigger blades. So it feels like a real leather sheath, like a really nicely handmade leather sheath. So I got this blue stuff a while back, and I've been making sheaths like this. I went for kind of an eccentric experimentation with this particular sheath on my own, and of course, many of you know I'm a rivet lock kind of guy, so so it stays in place, and I think it came out superb. See, I use this ring here. I slide down and I pull. So, I mean, this is basically a beefed up dagger, camp dagger, skinning knife. I mean, I use it for everything for the last several years, so. Very nice fit. It's very, like, feels pro. It feels really nice. Like when there's 2 layers like this, it feels like everything is correct about it, So, very nice. And there's a lot of potentials with doing this, because now that you have this second shell, you can do anything you want, You can even put, like, sheath knobs, those knobs that stick out. You can put all sorts of, you can cut out all sorts of material from the front one, add pockets, add little containers. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. For example, if I were to cut out a square section here, and then I have like a filling thing that I can slide in from the inside, and then it's, kept in place by this shell, you could have a pocket there to hold your sharpening stones or another knife. So there's a lot of potential in this extra shell. Not just for, making it look pretty, but actually adding things to the sheath to make it more useful. I don't like loops. I think they're useless. I think it's not how you carry a big old Bowie like this. A Bowie like this, you should be able to just tuck into your belt and take it out whenever. So that's why I have a proprietary belt to carry my Bowie. And then I just wrap it with strings. It just takes a couple seconds. And then this way I can also EDC stealth carry this, just like any smaller folding knife, anywhere you go in the world. You'd be surprised how easy it is to conceal something like this when there's no unnecessary features around the sheath, when it's very streamlined like this, with just the string holding things in place. It's extremely concealable. So just a jacket, really, at the end of the day, and some pants. I've had a lot of fun with this blade. It's a rat tail. It's a rat tail frame handle. So it's mostly an experiment, but I've had the blade for so long, several years, and I've just been, adding, changing things to it. So the handle's been changed to this relatively recently. The rivet lock has been kind of added to this. So, but this is my favorite knife. So I use this for everything. All my cooking, skinning, slaughtering. I use it for everything. Once you have a clip point that's super sharp and a regular bevel, you don't really need more than that. A knife that has both a clip point and a regular edge, you can do everything with, filleting, whatever. So, and I think the original purpose with knives like this is anyway a butcher's blade. So having the guard there is actually really nice for when you're working on meat, because you got something to hang on to, right? When you're cutting, even on a cutting tape, on a cutting board, it's nice to actually have something to dig into, with your hands. I used to have a much bigger guard on here that was much taller, and it didn't get so much in the way, but by changing it to this guard, and I removed like a centimeter from top and bottom, it actually made it like significantly nicer to use, because the guard is something that you can wedge between your hand, you see. So when I'm carving wood, often my hand will look like this, and I'm just carving like that. If you got a sharp knife, it's no big deal. So actually having this pattern filed into the circumference of the guard is nice because it actually gives you something to bite into with your hand. It's not too slippery. It works quite well. So that's another benefit of these, these frame rat tail knives, is that you can actually put file work into the metal here, and it won't affect the integrity of the metal of the hardened steel blade. There's no file work on the blade like on the spine. It's gonna help it crack or anything. So quite sturdy. It allows you to do a lot. And if you wanted to, you could even do finger rings, loop, lanyard holes there. I think a lanyard hole would be better here, to be honest, but you don't need a lanyard for this. So, but yeah, it's overall pretty cool blade. And the sheath is just fantastic. So, and just, you can hang it upside down, however you want. This will stay with you. It's not going anywhere with this kind of lock. So, very, very nice. Hope you enjoy. It's more just like a fun video. I haven't been posting too much lately. I had a lot of work this winter I wasn't prepared for. So didn't have time to make videos, and there's actually a really big project in the works. I'm gonna start manufacturing a specific design that I'll have to update you guys on.